Hello friends, welcome to my channel. So one of my favorite things about Christmas is decorating the Christmas tree. I love the lights and everything. So today's theme is going to be Christmas tree farm. So for my background color, I didn't want it to look like snow, but I wanted it to look cold. So I first applied Color Vibe in Blue Skies. And then to get the little shimmers you see, I used LA Colors in Double Rainbow. Okay, so we're first going to go to Maniology Plate M400 and pick up the trees here. For the pickup, I'm using Maniology's Optimism B399. Okay, now we're going to plate M341 for these trees here. Okay, I'm also going to pick up this truck image here, and I'm going to attempt to do the tree in green and the truck in red. And I'll show you what red I'm using in 1 minute. I'm going to scrape this direction to see if I can get it to do what I want. Okay. So I'm glad that worked out. And that red is Maniology's Fireside B189. Okay, now I'm going to plate M131 and I'm going to pick up these trees right here as a background. And I'm going to use Maniology Evergreen B315. And I'm just going to go ahead and apply. Now I'm going to plate M101 and I'm going to pick up this road image right here. And I'm going to use Maniology's Bound White B170. Let me take off this little bit here. I'm just kind of going to look at it real quick. Okay, let me just do like part of it. I want this end right here. Okay, so I'm going to pick that up one more time, but just from the center towards me. Okay. And I'm turning it the opposite direction. And also on this plate, it has a teeny tiny one over here. Okay, now I'm coming back to this plate to get a few more of these trees, but this time I'm going to pick them up in Optimism. I don't need a lot of it. Okay, now we're going to plate M531, and we're going to pick up this image right here. And I'm going to use Miniology's Cocoa. See, I missed a spot. That's a lot of times while I'm putting more polish. Okay, let me see if that'll pick up or not. It may not anymore. No. Okay, I'll be right back. So typically when it has a solid in there, like a solid part of the image, you do need more polish. That's just not picking up right. I'm not happy with that, so I'm going to do it again and be back. Okay, so I'm going to leave it like this. And yes, this little space over here is on the image. So that's kind of a difficult image for me. Let me get this better. So I had to get the polish and really tap, 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 get it all over it and lightly scrape it to get that pickup. But there's that empty area right there that you see on the stamper. Okay, I'm going to this plate. This is one of the ones I showed in my stamping plate video. I just got it from Amazon, so it's my first time to use it. I'm going to go to this little image right here. And I'll go ahead and pick it up and let me switch. Let me do, I'll do Fireside. Okay, I'm going to take off. It picked up well. And I'll just use my lint roller over here to take off those little bits at the bottom. Okay, so I'm going to start reverse stamping this image. I got other things I'm going to do, but I want to get this one done first. So I'm going to go to Pure Ice and Showstopper. So when I like colored these parts in, it's like windows. Okay, and I have extra, so I'm just going to go right here to this window. And honestly, I don't like those little things right there. I don't know why it's open like that. So I think I'm actually going to probably just color that in Cocoa because it doesn't make sense to me. So I'll do that off camera and be back. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Candy Moyo 930 and I'm going to color in the roof. Actually, I think that's darker than what I want. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to swap to LA Colors in Maryland. Okay, I'm also going to do this little roof. Okay, and I'm going to do the little building in LA Colors Nudie. I'm going to leave this little part right here. I think I'm going to do it in a different color. Okay, I'm going to do the rest of it in Candy Moyo 938. See a little spot I missed. So while I give that just a minute to dry, I'm going to go to the flags and I'm going to alternate between, I'm going to do part of them in Maryland. So let me do those first and then we'll go to the next color. Okay, and for the rest of it, I'm going to Paparazzi in Mermaid Days. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this, and I'm just using Color Vibe in a clearer coat to make it stick on there. Okay, I'm coming back to this plate and I'm going to pick up this little street light or town light right here. I'm going to pick it up in Fireside. I don't like that pickup, so I'm going to do it again and come back. Okay, that's much better. So I'm going to let that dry for a minute and I'm going to color in the light. Okay, and I've just gone back to Showstopper to do so. Okay, so for these trees, I'm going to go to LA Colors and Energy. So that way, since the rest were picked up in Optimism, this gives a different tone of green in there. And some of them I can see the trunks, so I will leave those to color in brown. Okay, so I'm going to do this all throughout and be back. Okay, so for the trunks I used nudie, and then those also have a star, so I did that in Showstopper. Okay, for these set of trees, same thing. Some of them have stars, so I'm going to do those in Showstopper. Okay, and some of these trees, I'm going to color it in with energy. Okay, so I'll do that part and be back. Okay, and these little stars on here, I'm going to use Scotch tape to take those off because they're not fitting, they don't fit my tree farm theme. So I'll do that and be back. Okay, and for the rest of the trees, I'm going to use Maybelline in Tropic Talks. So when did you guys, or have you, put your Christmas tree up? I've had mine up for like, I think 3 weeks. Because I like to enjoy it. I don't want to do it and then just already have to put it up. Okay, so I'll finish this and be back. Okay, and let's look. Okay, and these trees I want to go ahead and put on. Let's see, I can fit some more up here. Okay, and I'm going to one of the other plates that came in that set from Amazon, and I'm going to pick up this tree right here, and I'm going to pick it up in Optimism. I'm not going to worry about the star in this pickup, because of course I'd want it a different color. Okay, and I'm going to color the little ornament open area in red. And so I'm using Maryland for that. Okay, we'll look at the tree. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and do these trees. Just going to see if I can save this one or not. Okay. And then use my stamper and push down. That way we got them all fit on there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and place this little tree. And I'm going to go back for the star. I'm just going to pick it up in Showstopper. Okay, I didn't get it good, so I had to clean off the plate. There's a little tiny piece on there. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to go to the truck, and for the window, I'm going to go to Color Vibe in Lunar. I'm doing the very middle of the tires in Candy Moyo 938, which we used earlier. Okay, hard to see, so I'm having to pick it up to look at it better. Just going to get a dot in there. Okay, the truck will be in red, and I'm using Maryland. Okay, so I'll finish this part and be back. Okay, and for the tires, and there's a piece of the bumper showing, I'm going to go to LA Colors in Mod. Okay, and there was also like a line down here below the door. Okay, so for this tree, it has a star as well. But I was thinking, like, if you're driving with a tree, it's not going to have a lit star. So I may actually take that star off. So it looks like they're traveling, of course, with their tree they just got. So let's do the tree part in energy. And I think I will go ahead and take off the star and I'll be back. Okay, now we'll look at it. Okay, I'm back to this plate and I'm going to get the small road. I'm going to pick it up in Balm White. I'm going to go ahead and place it. Okay, and also this little tree right here, I'm going to pick that up in Optimism. And place it over here. I'm also going to come down here to get the fence. I'll have to get that white spot off with my lint roller. And I actually forgot I was going to color in that road, so I'm going back through to do so. Having trouble seeing it laid down in there. And I'll show you what color I'm using here in just a minute. Okay, so that's Maybelline and Serene Still. Okay, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to Color Vibe in Whiteout to color in the fence. Okay, so I'll finish and be back. And there's our fence. Okay, so I'm going to apply the road over the one I had already placed. Okay, and we're going to put the little town light right here. Okay, I'm going back to this plate and I'm going to grab Optimism and pick up some of the trees and just place them. I'm going to start with this one right here. And I'll go to the one beside it. Let me see, I think I'll that one might be too big. think I'm going to grab this one, but not the potted part of it and not the star. So I did it towards that direction so that I didn't pick up the pot. Okay. Okay, so I've just put some annuity on the plate here, and I'm going to just go over the bottom of the tree. Okay, so now we're going to get the fence and place it at the bottom. So this piece it don't need. Okay, now we're going to place our flag image. Okay, and I did go back and color in this first road we did. So now I'm going to place our truck, and I'm going to place it up a little bit so you can see the white line on the road. And you can see that blue from the lunar color I used on his window. And I had decided I wanted one more little tree here. Okay, so that's it. It's our Christmas tree farm. So I wanted the flags to show that it's like a business, and I wanted the windows to have like lights to come through, and of course our little road to get there, and I wanted to add the little street or town light thing just to add some character to it, even though you can't really see it this direction. Then the different trees to pick from. And then I just wanted to add the fence here to give a little bit more of a tree farm effect. And then, of course, this guy picked up a tree, and so he's driving back home. I know, friends, that's just how my brain works. It just tells I get a whole vision and story in my head and go with it. And I always post a picture on the community post if you want to see it more. And I also did the front trees in a lighter color than the back ones, just to give the effect that these do appear closer versus being in the background. So appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll list all of the Miniology products I used in the description box. And until the next one, have a blessed day. Bye.